Good morning and thank you very much for the IFAD. We found very active participation by government. Clearly there's ownership of the program and the high level participants indicated it's very comprehensive. We have a short question for your input. We would like to know from IOE as Director, did you find the findings useful for informing your new country program strategy? As we move ahead, the evaluation is the past, we are now looking at ahead, and just a few observations on that will very much be appreciated. Thank you.
You are actually conducting a very important task, which is the follow-up, evaluation and monitoring of the project. So you are considering whether the project has been successful or not, and if the project has been successful, to what extent, is there anything missing, are there any shortcomings? So you are evaluating. So I should say that monitoring and evaluation is considered by us to be very valuable as well.
Ama aldığım kısa bilgilere göre yani zaten
But based on the very brief information that was received, I would like to share a couple of issues, which are also other issues that we discussed before, and a couple of aspects which we consider to be very significant. The first one is the gender aspect, the focusing on women and youth, and also carrying out economic activities in a clustered manner. These are important aspects of the repercussions of the climate change in the future. These are other important aspects for us.
İklim değişikliği şu an ülkemiz üzerinde aslında.
So our country is actually one of the countries that is feeling significant negative impact of climate change. So we have started seeing very sudden precipitation, increases in temperature, and this is in turn causing drought and also reduction in the levels of productivity as well. And this is actually very much and very quickly affecting the population that is targeted by our projects under the IFAD projects. So these are people who have a very small land that is irrigated, they are carrying out very small scale farming activities, and they are very much and directly impacted by the increases in temperature and sudden rains. So we need to be focusing on this, and we need to be addressing this specific topic, and we need to create a roadmap for us to make sure that they are less affected by climate change in the future.
Bir de burada şunu dikkat etmek lazım. Bireysel faaliyetler önemli.
And there's one more issue that we need to pay attention to, which is the fact that, of course, individual activities are important, but we need to focus more on having cooperatives, meaning they are producing together, and we need to focus more on techniques that allow people to produce together, both in terms of technology and economically as well. And we need to prioritize these in our projects, and we need to focus more on having more intense technologies being used to increase productivity and bring added value, so that people living there, the community living there, can come together and produce together.
Thank you very much for these important insights.